Hey. Hey, so we are going to now. I'm fucking going to continue this fucking drawing. I am in excellent moods here, and life is wonderful. Yes. Is it like too much light? No, it seems fine. Okay. Very well. So this is what we have. This is what we will continue with. Yeah. Perhaps I will start by just working on, and it seems kind of silly to just talk by myself when there's nobody here, but that's the state of our crazy world, right? People just talking to themselves in empty apartments, and then somebody may pop by. That's sort of schizophrenic. Oh, hey Evan. Oh, and it's actually two people right away. Ultimatium. Hello, welcome to my schizophrenia. This is what it looks like today. I am a bit high with cannabis, and I'm going to vaporize some more as this progresses. So welcome to my descent into insanity. Perhaps the middle. Start kind of like, that's what I often do. Okay, good. So you are watching over me. Excellent, thank you guys. Okay, I will organize. I have many of these instruments here, so I will kind of like put my ducks in a row. So to say. Okay. I just like, I'm feeling kind of hesitant. I think like this is not quite as finished as I wanted. I'm going to just drop some ink in there. Alright, there's a bow live stream going on. So I'm adding some shading here. Oh, I remember now, yeah, this is supposed to be kind of like brighter, so I try not to like make it too dark to keep contrast with the surrounding darker things. Perhaps that's enough for that side. Then this one. Okay. Okay, what about the fucking eyeball? What about the fucking eyeball? Some more, just like especially the under the eyelids. I want to make that like clear that there are there's less light entering there, and I try to like make the shading there in line with the existing lines, so they are like heading towards the center of the pupil, right? Consistent looks cool, generally speaking. Oh, I wonder if I actually should put the microphone, just attach it, because I have it like not attached to my shirt right away, but like directly. Sorry if there is some noise. I think I will just put it on my shirt just to make sure that you can hear my ramblings. Right. I'm trying to read what you guys have written. Shrooms again with Evan. Cannabis has given me a lot, honestly. But you know, of course you can have too much of a good thing. But I think like it has helped me balance some things sometimes. I kind of like felt that Ultimatium is not that old. I will close the balcony. I'm probably the oldest one of us. Oh, somebody's drilling. Aquatic pipe. I will replace the battery of my headlamp. I'm listening to some dark ambient. There is this excellent YouTube channel by the name of Johnny13 Black. Has some of the best ambient mixes that you'll find. Okay, now I have a fresh battery. Nice, much better. Okay, so continuing with the shading, progressing away from the center. I want the edge right where it connects with the eye to be like quite totally black. So you have maximum brightness, like that should be the darkest area, right? It's right next to that wall. So it should be black, 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 black. Okay, and what about the eyelid? I didn't work on that anymore, so I want to add some more contrast there as well. Is it in the middle, roughly? These are like really small details. Someone might quite justifiably say that they don't matter. In a way they don't matter, but I just like what I think is one factor that makes my drawing special is that like you can really zoom in and you can still see details, and then like there is this fractal-like effect then to the art. Lots of depth, which I really find cool, but it has its price. You cannot rush this. So like there are these folds happening here, and I'm just trying to make them three-dimensional, so there are like pockets of shadows or less light where they are kind of like deeper. So that defines them from each other, those shadowy things. Okay, I think the upper lid is good now. Then to work some more on the lower one. I've had kind of a difficult day today, like internally, just like sorrow. Suppose I'm still mourning the end of this dating relationship that I lost, like, let's say, when was it? A bit over 1 week ago. I was a bit in touch with this woman in the past few days, just settling some things, and I think that still brought up sadness from within. So I've been kind of like trying to be with that today. What are you guys writing? Yeah, it's written with the Johnny of the channel is Johnny, like so. Astrology, right? Okay, I think I shouldn't put any more ink to the eye because it'll soon be black. Then what's the point? Restrain myself. It's what it is. Yeah. Then these squirmy things, defining them more, adding definition between them. Like where they overlap, I put some shading, shady shading. That's good. I don't want to make them totally black so they actually stick out. Yeah, and these things, I think they're fine. Then this part, a bit more texture, but not a lot because there's nice contrast happening here. Like it's clearly brighter than this here, so let's not kill that. Oh. Thank you for the condolences or whatever. Oh. And I think it's just general sort of heaviness that I'm feeling. It's not only related to that. Just like sort of doubting myself today whether I should do really anything that I'm doing, like these streams or videos, or am I like I have some dreams or some projects I'm trying to make happen, and it just seems like nothing is coming together. Like, you know, like the universe doesn't want me to do these things, but then like it seems nothing's working. So like, what am I supposed to do? Perhaps I just need to like kind of like lay back and not do anything right now then if nothing's kind of working. So anyway, I am here drawing with you guys, these two virtual whoever's I've never met. What a weird existence. These look a bit like ivory, you know, like tusks of elephants. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Don't overwork it. Even this seems like it's a bit too strong, like I kind of like feel like changing. Let's just change to the smallest, the thinnest, the finest of my fine liners. 0.03 milliliters. Why do I? Millimeters. It's really thin. And it also wears out really fast. Okay, some more ink to this side. Yeah. From time to time I stop to read what you guys have written. I may not reply to everything, but I appreciate the conversation and commenting on my ramblings. Anyway, now I am adding shading to this part, or definition, or whatever. There are these, perhaps these like kind of like tile sort of things here. So I am defining them further. Perhaps they don't need to be, but I am still doing some defining. I kind of like, I just have this feeling like everything I do right now is wrong. Like It's just not. I'm not in the flow yet, at least. Perhaps I will be later. But not right now. Perhaps I just need to get higher. Perhaps it'll take me lower. Perhaps I need to get lower. I don't know. I think I should add some more lines there. It just seems sort of barren. Just to have these white, empty spaces. I just need to. It seems I need to just put ink everywhere. Shit. It's just. It's just not melding the way I want it to. But hey, that's the point, like, let it do its own thing. Okay, this is just how it's coming together now, and that's fine. It's fine, I think. Yeah. You are here because you love me. All right. Okay, I will now heat up the chamber with some kind of herb, ground herb flowerings inside it. Okay. Man. Some totally black areas here I'm adding, so there's definition. Okay, I think I should leave the middle alone. Okay. I think I will now work on these big spheres. What do I want to do? Do I add any lines like this, or do I just shade them like so? I'm kind of like gravitating towards that option, but then there are these double lines here, so perhaps I do something with them to stay true to the idea of working from the middle out. So I think I will just do like something like this. Just little lines there. And those could also decrease in frequency towards the middle. So they are just closer to each other towards the edges, sort of. Yeah. Then the other fucking side. More detail, shading. I like to just make it sort of dirty, or like lived in something real. It's not totally, you don't have too many straight lines or so on. You have this beautiful combination of symmetry but also asymmetry, of perfection and imperfection. So they become really something that sort of alive. Hey Shiroboki, nice to see you again. Nice to see you again as well. We have a crowd of great bunch of people here today. And Evan is saying that this should be in churches, this sort of art. Like, what kind of a church would that be? But what would that church be called, and what would be the founding, I don't know, ideologies or principles of such a church where they would have this sort of art over the altar? That's a cool idea. Yeah, I think I'm like little by little getting into the zone, and the vapor I just inhaled may have something to do with it. Okay, so perhaps that's now starting to be done, and then I will move on to the spheres like I said I would. Okay, let's see. Jesus. This is a lot of work. Oh. Yeah, I think I like that. Like you have these areas that are more so like pockets of shadows, and then you have the even deeper crevices or whatever these are, like thicker lines in practice. Whew. Heart-based Church of Latter-day Metalhead. You go, Evan. Would you be one of its priests? Praise the Lord. The Metalhead God. So less ink as we get closer to the middle, so I will change to a thinner fine liner, the thinnest I have. Just be very careful not to kill the contrast. Don't kill the contrast, it's important. Oh, it's a lot of lines. I think I'm feeling a bit impatient today. Perhaps I should work some other part of the drawing. But I will soldier on. It might have been in the last stream that I got this cool idea. Am I ruining it? Is it getting worse? Too late. Anyway, the cool idea was that after this drawing is done, then I can use all of these videos to make it like a time lapse of the creation of the drawing. Just like a sped up version, and I can also find out how many hours it took to make, because I don't really know that about any of my drawings, like precisely. They take a long time, but how long? How many hours are we talking about? So I will be able to find out with this one. There were a couple of hours I had worked on it before I started to record the videos, but that's negligible. What's that word? Negligible. Yes, I think that's it. Negligible. Well, it's... Oh, you have listened to Biographical. Nice. Biographical, by the way, is mostly sample, so I didn't record one note of instrumentation for that album. it was quite a technical feat to do it like that. Only the vocals, singing is like human. The rest is MIDI triggered samplers and synthesizers. Even the guitars. Okay, I think I will work on some other part before I just have a total breakdown. I just don't. I don't feel so much like doing those right now. Perhaps the circles. I will work some more on the circle clusters. But the biographical, yeah, it was like a couple of years that I worked on it, and I even made the only music video I've ever made for a track called Self-Actualize on the album, and I used like it wasn't even that simple of a music video that I made mostly by myself. It has stop motion animation and green screen and different effects, and like it was such a pain to create, and then it's like a few viewers, you know, like so much work for that album just to be disappointed once more. But like I really appreciate it myself. Many times I've been like high on shrooms or whatever, and I've just been able to just really like enjoy it myself. But for a long time I think I felt lots of shame, like it was a failure, and it has been kind of the same for most of my albums, because they haven't been like externally successful. I've given like so much to them, and then the world didn't open up for me like it should have. Everybody should have just loved those albums and demanded I do tours, but alas, the world doesn't work in such a way. And so I haven't released an album for 10 years now. It's 10 years since my last one, the Ego Death. Okay. And there is even a making of video for the music video on my channel. And I have some making of videos for others of my albums. I really, like, if you're curious about those albums, really recommend you watch them. There is one for the United Earth, the first Omni Avatar album, and then a couple of videos for the recording of Ego Death. And then these few videos for the biographical. I've always liked to sort of commemorate, or like create something for myself and other people involved to remember. remember the process by. It's just important parts of my life, so I've appreciated also that I've created those making of videos and preserved them on YouTube. So one day people who also appreciate those works of art can also go back in time to learn how it all happened. To see at least a bit of it. The creation mythos of this and that album. I did such a thing here. It's a nice thing. Yeah, good eating for you, Ultimatium. You have a good day, man. Thanks so much for popping by. Always appreciate it. I'm going to eat some candy to celebrate the gift that is Ultimatium. Um, 0.5, no, 0.3. I will make some of these lines thicker. Should I make these dirtier or just leave them like that? I don't know. Perhaps with a finer fine liner. Do you draw yourself or do any kind of visual art, Evan? I think you would be probably or are really good at that as well, if you put your mind to it. I sort of held up for a long time, but yeah, this year I finally got deep enough to feel like it's good enough. To have confidence in it. It's a big thing for me. For a long time I've thought that I could create awesome drawings or whatever visual art, but I've just been avoiding it because it's been just painful to do things that I'm not good at. It takes some perseverance to push through the beginner stage. Okay, it's looking quite nice. I will now use a finer pen to use to draw a lot. Yeah, I believe you. If you feel like it, try again one day. It's, at least for me, it nicely balances out other parts of my life, like music or exercising or whatever. It's its own thing, sort of meditative to do this kind of drawing. So I am adding more circles to the circles. And perhaps some swirls as well, like this. It's like a what are they? Like cinnamon roll, a cosmic cinnamon roll. Not everything has to be hyper detailed. Jesus, everything needs to be hyper detailed. God damn. Ugh. Well, if something is not getting better by working on it, then perhaps I shouldn't work on it. Just let it be. Keep it simple. But yeah, this is like my meditation these days, among other things. But like this is, I think, sometimes that where I am when I am at my most sort of flowy state when I do drawings like this. Like it doesn't always happen, but like sometimes it does, and it's really nice. I don't get it with other things at the moment. Yeah. Cosmic cinnamon rolls. Whew. I went climbing today. Bouldering, indoor bouldering. Yeah, it is something that I started doing. I've been doing since the beginning of the year, and it has, I think it's kind of like saved me. It's been one of the few things, in addition to drawing, that has like given me something to focus on when life has been like really, really tough. Heartbreak and loneliness and depression and whatever. So I've had climbing. I've been able to go there and just feel some sense of, like, have some sense of accomplishment or something, and get better at something, and also just exhaust myself. That's important. just to do something with our bodies. I've had to like restrain myself from going too hard because the hands take a long time, the tendons and ligaments and all that take a long time to adapt to the strain of, you know, grabbing onto things. The muscles adapt so much faster, so if you are not patient, then you will end up just injuring yourself, and then you have to take very long breaks if you break your fingers and whatever. Yeah. I think you would be excellent with climbing, bouldering. You seem very fit and physically capable. But yeah, like I think you have the same challenge that you just go really hard at a new thing or something. But especially I think with climbing you need to take your time. It's just else you just cannot do it for a long time. And it's so much fun that you should go in for the long haul and like give your body time to adapt. So I'm adding like more shape here, making these rounder. That looks really nice to me. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but yeah, well, perhaps I'll leave that be for now. But yeah, I think our bodies need to move, need to be used, else we get sick or we are just like really anxious or whatever. And especially if we live in a sort of a modern way in an apartment building or something, we need to just get out, get doing things with our bodies. not just our minds. They are interlinked, and if one is not well, then so is the other not well. Well, this side starts to be like quite nice. Just a sea of spheres, bubbles, things. This sort of art is not not for the especially impatient and lazy. You know how those monks, perhaps they are Tibetan, like they do these intricate things with like colored like dust or something, and then they just, when they have completed the work, they just sweep it up, they destroy it. I haven't quite gotten to that yet. That would be next level. Like I would do this crazy thing on stream, and then when it's complete, I just burn it in front of the camera without even scanning it. Lost forever. Okay, that's quite nice. I might later on add some more stuff there, but do I still want to do some tentacle thing here like I've sketched? I don't know. Perhaps I don't erase that yet. Yeah. I think I will just work on the other side. Whew. Tentacular vibes. Testicular. Tentacular. Hmm. 0.5. It doesn't have to be the same. I think I will make it somewhat different. I think I will go for a walk still today, after this is done. Take my camera and go try to take some photographs. The same camera I am now streaming with, I have learned to take photographs with, like actual photographs that I use the manual controls of the camera, and it's for the first time in my life I've been practicing this. It's been interesting to understand how, at least much better than before, how photography works. Different exposure times, shutter speeds and apertures and different lenses, what kinds of effects you can get. And it's a world of its own. I've been quite oblivious to. I've been extracting some sense of fulfillment and something from photography in the past month or so that I've owned the camera. But I would like to have more interesting things to take pictures of, like perhaps I could try to work with a model at some point, just find somebody who likes to be photographed and then just go to some nice place. And because just taking pictures of trees and grass and bodies of water gets sort of old quickly. You need some interesting things, and people generally are what make the most interesting subjects for photographs or other animate things. Okay, you are chopping the mushrooms, nice. Go for it, man. I thought a bit about taking mushrooms for the stream. Perhaps one day I will do that. That might be interesting. I could even mention it in the name of the stream, the shroom stream. And I would not take a very small dose either. A few grams or something, and then I would have visuals and see how it affects the drawing. Or also acid might be interesting. I know that a lot of artists have learned new things while under the influence of LSD. But that it's just so long, the effects of it, that I don't want to take it very late in the day. It would affect my sleep. So I would have to have such a stream, I think, early in the day. You would tune into the shroom stream. Alright, nice. Let's make it happen. And the viewers should also, if they can, be on shrooms. And we'll see who takes the most shrooms. That would be nice. Very responsible stream. Do it, do it! I can't believe he took 10 grams. Jesus. Is there anybody there to watch out for him? Timo took 10 grams of mushrooms and he's drawing on stream. He's not making any sense. He's just mumbling something incoherent. His mind is stuck in loops. This is becoming quite a lot heavier. I think I should... Yeah, let's do it, man. Heroic dose. Yeah, have you ever done that? I've done many times, but I probably wouldn't do that on stream. Just... If you need to be explained why, then you probably have not had a heroic dose. Which is totally fine. No matter what your bro McKenna says. Do you ever get this feeling that everybody else is having so much more fun and their lives are so much more fulfilling and structured and ordained, and you are the only one who just cannot seem to make things work? It's such a funny thing. So self-defeating. I still carry that myself. I just think about all the people of my life and think that they are having it easier than me. But everybody has their burdens and struggles. You just kind of conveniently forget all the shit that they have to go through. You think you are so special in your suffering. Okay, a few grams at a time. It's different for everybody. Some people are just much more sensitive than others. So that might be the case with you, and it's just you don't need to have a strong effect to take that many grams. Ooh, yeah. Perhaps I should take my shirt off. I'm getting hot. I will open my balcony as well. Oh, but if I take my shirt off, then where will my microphone be? I think I just cannot take my shirt off right now. You've come to realize that if you have everything figured out, then something is not right. Yeah, that sounds wise. I'm making sure that the light is at 100%. It wasn't. But yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that you've had the same experience. You just seem like such a self-critical person as well. So you must be, or probably are, suffering from similar curses and also benefiting from similar gifts. Them coins, they come with two sides. Oh, today I published the first interview of my channel. I did it with this local woman I befriended earlier in the summer. and I'm thinking of doing more interviews. I could even do them like over distance, like sort of video chat interviews, but yeah, those always or usually have technical difficulties, so really the preference is to do interviews with people in person, face to face. But it was nice to have somebody to talk to in front of a camera, not just be by myself like I am usually. And we had like really good discussions. We have this really nice dynamic. We are very similar in some ways. I've learned a lot from her, I think. Clip it to the beard. I'm not sure if I don't have such a bush of a beard as you, so I'm not sure if that's possible in my case. Oh. Well, some more ink, I suppose, will fix any issues here. I've also, I've played a lot of games in my life, but it's not that often anymore that I find some game that I really like. But when I do, I still can go deep into it and play it a lot for a short time. I know you have been playing, and I think I don't think many men of our generation and our age have not played games at some part of their lives. It's just how we do things that perhaps in the past people did for real or whatever. We enact like aggression or whatever different kinds of fantasies or so on through games. I think I will vaporize some more. I will do this section that I've done at least once before in my videos, or actually in most of my videos. I will show you one of my finished artworks. BO3 Zombies is like Black Operations. I think you mentioned that in some video or something. I don't like, that's an like FPS. Haven't played that much of, though. Well, I've played lots of FPSs, but I think like some Black Ops or these, is it like related to the, what is the series? Haven't played those that much. I think I like more like sci-fi or RPG sort of games. Anyway, let me show you. Well, okay, this is one of the sort of earlier ones, but I think this is still pretty cool. I still like this a lot. So it's like this like portrait orientation, but like you can see the full thing like so. And like this was one of the first ones where I learned to do this dotty shading. This is really clean and nice. Like back then it was much more controlled. I just, yeah, like these days I just do it more organic, messy. I don't want it to be so exact anymore, but I might do some of those works again at some point. Yeah, I hear you. Like PvP is not as interesting for me either than the opportunity to cooperate with other players. But then the AI is usually not that great, so. Okay, so I vaporized some more, and now I'm going to put the drawings away and focus some more of this one. I'm just checking I have battery in the microphone still. So, where was I? Still this thing. These lines are just so dirty. They're filthy. Filthy lines. The filthiest I've ever seen. But yeah, this might also be a t-shirt one day. I'm actually wearing one of my works as a t-shirt right now. I've had them made, some of them made, and I'm still working on setting up an Etsy store to sell them to strangers. So what do you think you'll be? Yeah, cotton shirts. What do you think you'll be doing, Evan, on shrooms? You like to go biking, I know, but any other ideas? Just take it as it comes and not think about it yet. That's also cool. It's just so much work into one drawing. It's like so many different drawings together. Like you have like that, and you have that, and you have that, and oh. Yeah, go into the woods. Sounds good. I like that they pop out with the line thickness. Okay. Like when you don't have enough circles as it is, just put circles inside circles. Okay, and the outside ring, I want to make that more alive as well. I will perhaps do this. So it's like there are these bumps. Yeah, that's good. Like a double line here. Perhaps some shading. Yeah, I think this will be pretty cool once it's finished. Cellular level details right out. Yeah, it's worth it. It's like I've thought that these pieces are like they're concentrations of energy. So like you can see and feel how much I've sat with one of these things when you see it finished. Like you look at it and you know that it didn't come easy. It took a lot of dedication. Now I just spat on the on the fucking drawing. Okay.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the circles are on the edges as well with those bubbly things. That's good. Adding some more contrast. Bit of a runny nose. Okay, I think this area is starting to be quite close to being finished, at least for now, at least to the standards of that I have at this juncture of the work, because they can change. Believe me, they can change. Like if I manage to improve in something while I'm working on something, then I will then try to apply it to the rest of the work. This has happened with music as well. I just like the process is so long that I improve while it's ongoing, and then I'm like, shit, I need to do this again because I can do it better. And I mean, in a way it's good, but I think, like, at least in my case, it's just gone too far sometimes. And like you just sort of, like, you could instead say that, okay, it's good now, and finish the work earlier, and then start working on something completely new. But instead, you will do again something you already did and potentially burn out and not feel like doing anything for a while. So I think that's not the best of choices. That sounds like a nice tea. Enjoy. But yeah, you can see the shading if you squint. This is higher. This is behind it. That is the intended effect. I think I will highlight it even further. So yeah, I was talking about how there is energy charged into each of these works. So what you are looking at here is real-time magic of this piece of paper being turned into this conduit of magical vibes and vibrations. I need to blow my nose. Yeah, I'm learning to do things quicker. I just think it's good to be able to do both. So sometimes I might do a quick drawing. Excuse me, I'm blowing my nose here. Sometimes I've done birthday presents, so work on a drawing for like 1 hour and give it as a present. I've liked to do that. And I've said before that I would like to also do streams where I do like one finished drawing during the stream. So I should write down these ideas. So shroom stream, and quickie stream. Let's see. Drawing ideas. Shrooms. Quickie. Completed. Yeah, okay, I will do those at some point. Okay. Is the exposure of the camera still okay? I think it's quite nice. It's interesting that the headlamp light is so bright that it's almost enough for the camera. It's not totally dark room, but it's getting dark outside, and yeah. Okay, so this side is definitely stronger than this one. I might add some more ink here at some point. But yeah, just some more ink, but I don't want to make the styles exactly the same. I like that they are sort of different. Is the stream still working? Because it's showing this loading symbol thing. Things seem to be working technically at my end, but you can still hear and see. Okay, nice. Oh, you mean perhaps this looks like a star zooming into a star? Yeah, like you know how you have like different kinds of swelling and whirls and vortices and whatever there. Well, how about I work on one of these? What should there be here? Perhaps like stone slab sort of thing, like these. So add that sort of thing there, like cracks. And they could be like not very round. Well, let's see what happens. I could add some, like break the line, the outside line. Add some bumps. And like something I sometimes do is, yeah, like this. That didn't work super well, but like these rings that go around the object. That looks really cool, like it has this three-dimensional effect. Like that. Yeah. Like coil. It's a bit broken here. How about it's here, it's okay as well. Like it's broken here. That's really cool. I'm happy about that effect. And then some very fine lines that run like lengthwise. And some shading. some more shading. Yeah, that's quite nice. Now the thing you can do now is a Viking drinking horn, right? What I can do now is I can just copy more or less the idea. So I have created it. So now I can just sort of mimic it on the other side. It's a bit different because here it's lighter, but yeah, I was thinking about like the breakup I had and then what has happened since, and like, for example, getting to know you, Evan. Like, you know, things, perhaps they happen for a reason, and when one door closes, another opens, right? So, you know, I lose somebody, or, you know, like they just cannot be in my life at the moment, and then others enter the stage. So, you know, it's not only loss. There are things gained as well. Okay, that's pretty good. The most human-like dog. Yeah, good to hear you had something like that too. To remind you that life is not only loss. Back then. Oh, yeah. It's always there, you know, the beauty and good things. We just, in our sorrow, we kind of close ourselves from it. Perhaps we need to, but still, he'll be there waiting for us when we are ready. Ready to go back. Yeah, sometimes I go to this very dark place and I just don't want to talk to anybody, or I just think that no matter what my friends might say, it doesn't change anything. That I've just told these things to them so often already. I'm tired of hearing them. They might be as well. But regardless, it doesn't make a difference. These kinds of ideas, thoughts, very familiar. Because, you know, when you've like struggled with something for most of your life, it can be hard to think that anything can change it. You kind of like, you don't even want to consider the possibility because it hurts to be disappointed and to try some new thing and whatever, and it doesn't help after all. But I agree with you that better to love and lose than never love at all. I'm with you there, and I have loved a lot in my life, and I've lost. You know, can you ever really lose anything? No. But still suffered, I've suffered many a time. I'm making some of them darker than the others, so they're kind of like behind. They look a bit like teeth. Oh, the music ended. I will put some new music. Some psytrance perhaps. But yeah, I know that you've struggled with the same. Just feeling like isolating yourself. But you know, I think sometimes it's necessary. I think it was actually with Bo that I sort of started to really think that I am what they call, or what he calls, or what some people call an empath. And the idea is that such people, these empaths, they just cannot function the same way as most people, and they need a lot of time by themselves because they just are so synced with others. So that kind of like made me, this idea made me, I think, better see myself and why I've had all these issues in my life. I just like, perhaps it's a quality empaths usually have, but I've just kind of like always presumed that others are the same. That they also have it hard the same way, and you know, I should just try harder, you know? It's my fault. I should be able to fit in better. But perhaps it's just not possible. Perhaps I just need to recognize that I am special in a certain way, and I need to like take that into account and excuse myself from just being, I don't know, from what was the sentence? You know, excuse myself from the pressure to adapt to others, I suppose. Wish your teeth looked that good. Yeah, you wish. Look at them chompers. Yeah, I really appreciate you, Evan, coming here today. Just hang for a while before your shroom trip. I feel a bit more uplifted now, and just like that the drawing is kind of doing its own thing. In the beginning it was like an hour ago or something, it was more difficult. How much is it? Like Hour 45 minutes. Yeah, you preach, man. I agree with these things. I'm not water myself, but I think I'm still quite adaptable. Fire, you know, fire is also quite flexible, isn't it? It is. It is. Is that good? Perhaps some shading here, next to the horns. No, but then it eliminates the rings. Some more detail. Slight detail. Okay, and then this thing, this eye thing here, let's finish that. The black needs to be totally black. Yeah, thanks, man. We are holding space for each other, really good space here. I think you are going to have a good trip in both senses of the word. But yeah, you know, we can uplift each other and we can help each other. And I think this is something that's like kind of like between men sort of a thing, that what we are here for. It's different with women. Like totally we can uplift each other with them as well, but easily that becomes about something else. But then when you are a heterosexual man like I am, then with other men it's, you know, it's not sexual, it's not about sexual energy, it's sort of more direct and pure. That doesn't sort of muddle the waters and then it's just about something else, and you can like, in a more clear, pure way just empower each other with other guys. Like I've been to, for example, men's circles where you just share among men, and that can be really, really beneficial. Okay, that's quite black now. And then some more like fine detail. These tentacly things, that's what I often do. I just put these like horizontal lines that make the shape of the tentacle, let's call it that, more apparent. Put as much detail here as I can, because there isn't like so much space. And perhaps some dot work. You cannot probably see it anymore, but it's really fine. Okay. Well, I think that's now close to complete. Brotherly camaraderie. Yeah. Yeah. That's just, yeah, you beautifully put it in a different way what I just said. Pearl necklace. Yeah. So these tentacle things, I think I will now work on those. I just want to like kind of finish the whole area. Ugh. I kind of like, perhaps I can still make the tentacles sort of interact with the surroundings. Like, let's see, if I can like do something like this. Yeah, I can do that. I can fucking do that. I can do whatever I like. I'm god of this creation. Right. Just need to work on it some and it'll look good. It to look like shit. Stay strong, brother. Have faith. It'll look amazing. Okay. Voice in my head. Let's see if you are right. I will take the plunge. No matter what happens, I will just commit to it. See how daring I am. Yeah, it'll work. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. So I do these things to justify the line break there. See, big brain. Big brain. Make it seamless. More or less seamless, the transition. Yes. Fuck it. And like I've said before, like the idea is to sort of save the idea. I don't need to finish it right away completely. But now I have saved it and like I like it, and now I can replicate it on the other side as well then later on. Here it splits. That's an important thing that I've learned with the drawing, is that like the most important thing is to keep the flow going. So if that means working on some other area of the drawing because you are just not feeling it, then so be it. Or if you really don't want to work on some particular drawing, then so be it. Then start working on another drawing. Don't kill the flow. Yeah, that's going to work. I think it's going to work. It's fucking going to work. Okay, so I continue the tentacly texture here. I was supposed to finish this, right? Okay. What about this here? Can it still come from here? Yeah, it can. See? Big brain. Big brain. Huge brain. Huge cranium. Just ginormous cranium. My curse and my blessing. Yeah, so it comes here. Just likes to wrap around there. And what about here? It comes from here as well, sort of. And what about here? Can we make that happen? Oh, that's difficult. It's kind of black there. Well, it sort of goes there. Just do whatever you can. And what about here? Kind of terminates there. And what about here? It's like part of that ring. Yeah, kinda. And what about this? Kinda. And this is also more or less in line. Forehead brothers. Yeah, we are like these freaks, like, you know, like this anti-hero, superhero thing, these disgusting freaks with just foreheads that are just too large. They are like you know, like like as if we are like 2 years old or something, and you know, like we just have trouble holding our heads high, and we are at the risk of just dying from our necks just snapping under the enormous weight. So how's that for a series or a comic or something? The Forehead Brothers. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. Talking about the drawing, but the Forehead Brothers, the idea for a series, that's nice as well. This is the longest session I've had so far. Yeah. Yeah, you are out of balance because your forehead is just so huge. This is pretty good Psytrance. I do the shading with dots somewhat here because I just need it to exist. Cannot live without the filth of the dots, the dotted filth. Yeah. Perhaps I should have been a surgeon. Brain surgeon. Just fiddle around with brains all day long. He's nice, like kind of darker, industrial sort of psytrance. I will link the set if you are interested in listening to it at some point. It's nice if you can actually hear it. Yeah, this one. A bit synthwavy, that's also one genre I've listened to, like dark synthwave. Perturbator, Dan Terminus, that's like really cool music at its best. And the shrooms are kicking in. You go, Evan. Kick them back. Or let them come in, perhaps. They're kicking the door in. The shrooms are kicking the door in, and they are not in the mood to take prisoners. I think they are going to murderize my ego. Oh, save me. Save the sweet ego. I'm too young to die. I'm so funny today. Yeah, I think this is going to be like a really cool time-lapse video when I can just sum up all these sessions of working on the drawing in like some kind of a, I don't know, 10-minute video or something. I don't know how condensed I want to make it yet. That will be really cool. It's the first time that I have seen like the whole process myself, you know, except in like this very slowly. Say hello to the shrooms, Evan. They know who I am. I think this guy has been the shroom man just way too often. They're like, man, there's something wrong with this guy. He just keeps coming back and doesn't seem to learn anything. He just does he really enjoy this by itself? Like, he's like really dumb. It doesn't integrate anything, but he just keeps coming back no matter how much we kick his butt. So, you know, Evan, you tell them about me. They know. Yeah, this is nice. It really reminds me of dark synthwave. I think there is lots common between the two genres, like dark psytrance and dark synthwave. Okay, I think that's looking pretty hot. I think I need to add some more shading here. And perhaps make the line thicker. They love me. Welcome anytime. Oh, so I thought our relationship wouldn't be at such a good footing, but thanks. That's a weight off my shoulders. I thought last time I was there, I just ruined everything. They are so forgiving, this bunch, the mushroom bunch. Oh, god damn. Should I just... Es muy fuego. What did that... The fuego, is it like fiery or something? Let's see. Yeah, fire. It's so hot, yeah. Right. Oh, there's some auto-translate thing here. I don't want that. Don't fucking auto-translate. Jesus, how can I? That's so crap. I don't want. It's auto-translating shit. That's horrible. I will one day perhaps learn to disable that. But I just want my languages as they are. Or it might be like global, so it just is like that for everybody. Yeah, anyway, I don't know how to do that. Si, señor. Let's check if the light is 100%. I don't think it was. It just fades for some reason over time. So I don't know, perhaps work some more on the sphere. Let the darkness come from there. Perhaps use even a thicker 0.5. Shrooms are responsible for messing with the settings, should have known. Those rascals. Yeah, that's cool. I like that the black sort of bleeds from there. And then these white tentacly things will be more visible. That's the main motive. Always, always. Contrast, maximize contrast. Right? That's dope, as they say. I don't know who they are, but I know they say it's dope. Yeah, I think that's good. And it's too late to change it, so it better be. And again, I'm doing it kind of rough at first. I'm like saving the idea and should this come here? No, let's leave it like that, yeah. Wow, that's fucking sick. That's fucking sick. This is really cool. It's like the ink is just sort of like bleeding from there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with the direction here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this looks really trippy, even though I'm not, you know, like really tripping. But I want to see what it's like to work on something like this on shrooms, yeah. So that tentacle thing comes from here. From here, this one. What about this? It could come like that. So that's another thing, like I said, contrast, 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 but consistency, 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 that you, like, for example, you continue things if you can. Like here, I think I can kind of make, no, it's not so good, but you know, like you try to connect different elements together, and I find that that adds strength to any art medium. Yeah, right, you appreciate my effect. You, sir, have a good taste as well, it's obvious. Anyway, I think I will now work on this side. So the tentacles are on that side as well. That's a bit too straight. Yeah. Mean music. Sick. Sick effect. It's just sick, you know? Dude. So sick. Sick, man. Sick. That's how the youngsters speak. Excuse me. Yeah. This just feels it's a bit too strong. Perhaps 0.3. Where is it? Here. Oh, god damn it. Like so. Like so. Faking our way to victory. Because you see, I have this line here that was cutting the tentacles. So then I put more lines and you don't see it as cutting anymore. It's just part of the geometry. Big brain, big brain, big brain, big brain. When I was your age, I had to run from wolves on my way to school. Everything was so much more real and better and so on, and everything is shit now because it's not the same cultural ambience as when I was a teenager. That's when everything, for whatever reason, felt better. Every moment, every day of history is perfect as it is, but do you have the eyes to see or the nose to smell the sweetness and richness? Like, there's always good music out there, for instance. There's always shitty music as well. You can focus on the shitty if you like, but it's just silly then to complain that everything is that. Just focusing on that. The sick effect. Trying to replicate the sick effect. So first the guiding lines. Do it logical. Yeah. And then you fill in the gaps. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, they didn't teach like really like gender studies or something like that in my time either. Perhaps that's why we are such awesome crits with our heads deep in our asses. But yeah, I just... Call me old-fashioned, but I think there are only just 2 genders. Now, the YouTube will like close this stream right away and close my channel once I've said that. But sorry, you heard it here first. There are only boys and girls. Call me a rebel. Yep. It's quite rad. Then I think I want to then add the details. Oh, right, so 0.05 I think. Try to integrate the tentacles. Tentacle integration. Can it be integrated here? How would it look like? Like this? Possibly. Let's commit to it. And then it could be like connect there. Did I stutter when I said I'm the god of this creation? Did I stutter, bitch? Don't think I did. Tentacular integration, that's translated. What? Tentacular integrazione. Is that like Italian or something? Where did you get that from? Yeah, focus. That's where we are working on these. Some dots, some more circles inside circles. What did we do here? Some shading and tentacle-y things and of course the black. Let's do the black. The mushrooms told you that, yeah, right. It just oh, Bill Hicks. That's Bill Hicks. Oh, he was one of the best comedians. And he, like, this one is about psychedelics as well. You cannot probably hear it, but he's talking about psychedelics. You know, like, life is just a ride. It's like an amusement park ride, and some people just know it's a ride, and most of us take it seriously, and so just sort of ruin it for themselves and others. Just a ride. Don't be afraid. It's just a ride. How difficult or how easy it is to forget that. How much the battery of my wireless microphone receiver is on the yellow. That's probably the first thing that will fail. Or I might fail myself. Just get too tired to continue, but I will still soldier on for a little while more. Like, if you haven't seen any of his shows, you really should. Bill Hicks, full show or whatever, like, you will for sure love it. From what I know about you, I would totally like strike home, you know. And George Carlin is another one. Like, both of them, like, really dark, but like really truthful. Like, really like bringing out facets of life that are not perhaps discussed a lot of times, but that are just so important to face and talk about. I think they're still very relevant. Both are late. Both have passed, but they are just great. Bill Hicks, George Carlin. Check it. And they, especially George Carlin, like, what a professional. Like, he was so, like, technically so skillful with language, with timing. It's just incredible how, you know, what a well-functioning package he was as a professional. It takes a lot of work. And his life was, I think I once saw a documentary about something about his life. It was interesting. And he kind of like, a lot of things just kind of fell in place for him. Like, sure, he had like lots of difficulties with substances, for example, and I think with marriages, but like work-like wise, like, he had it pretty well made. Like, he received like encouragement from young age from his, like, I don't know, parents, and he landed gigs quite early, and like, things just kind of fell in place for him. But like, he was a total workaholic from what I remember, and like, he really gave it so much. You can see it. You can see it when somebody really gives it all. Like, you know about Children of Bodom, so Aleksi Laiho, from what I've read, like, he just, like, that guy worked hard, especially I think early on, and later on I think something changed, but really conscientious, really hardworking, really talented guy. Never got to meet him, unfortunately. That was kind of a secret wish of mine. I think he was sort of an idol for me. Really respected him. He seemed like such a friendly person, like very kind. And I think that was heavy on him as well. Probably the same sort of stuff that we've been talking about that we have trouble with, like just very sensitive emotionally and trying to please others and it's just a ride, people, just a ride. Okay, I think that's it for mostly for that part.
Yeah, Alexei obviously
Suffered a lot from a lot of things. But that's what often makes a great artist. You know, like sort of foundation that I think he was perhaps trying to prove something, you know, like impress the world and something similar thing that I've had and I think still I do. Perhaps creative people have that they are like trying to be visible and yeah, I think I'm done for today. Oh, it's like 8:30. But yeah, quite a lot of work that I got done today. So detail here as well, in the middle, and these things I didn't finish that there the same way as here. But it's a big one. It's a big one. Going to take some more time, but that's okay. So anyway, thanks Evan for hanging. It was awesome having you here. Hope we can do this again sometime, and yeah, we can even try to like coordinate that stream if we feel like it, or I might just do it sometime and see if somebody shows up. But it would be nice to have you there, so perhaps we can make that happen at least. But yeah, you go on to the forest. I will go for a walk outside and wish you an excellent day there. I'm going to try to have a good night. Hope to see you again, to hear from you. To hear from everybody out there, if there's somebody watching this offline or so on. Hope you had a good time watching this and see you again. Bye bye.